Aloha, budgeting friends. I am so glad you are here with me. Today we are doing something completely different than I have ever done video-wise and challenge-wise. I have made a savings challenge box. Yay! If you've been following along on my Wednesday shorts, you'll know I just finished Boy Mom Loves to Save's loads of savings to save for a new washer and dryer. And that got us a little over $300 of the way there. But if you've shopped for appliances recently, you know they are a lot more than that, especially for a washer and dryer. And not only that, but who knows what is going to happen when we get to later in the fall, once I've saved up for all of this with the tariffs and all of that stuff going on. So we are going to keep plugging away, keep saving for this, and to help us do so, appliance box. So we're going to set this up today, and I'm going to kind of talk you through how I have it designed and the different components. But before we do get started, this comes on the top of your very first page. I'm going to throw it away after this, but I wanted to save it to share it with you and to show you here. So each card that you draw here for the box, which we'll look at those in a little bit, has two numbers on it. Top number saves $250, bottom number saves $500. Add them together to save $700. And if you're like, wait, $500 plus $250 does not equal $700, you're correct. I'll show you why that is the way it is in a minute. And then if you multiply them together, you're going to save $3,000. So $3,000 is way more than you probably need for any one appliance. But you could also use this to save for, say, let's see, multiple appliances, like a set, a fridge, an oven or something, or water heaters. Solar water heaters, I'm pretty sure, are more than 3,000, or about that, something with installation too, right? So, or maybe you're working on renovating a bathroom or something else, and you would definitely need at least $3,000. So lots of different ways to use this. I'll leave this up here for now, and then let's get this set up. I cannot wait to start using it. We're actually gonna do our first stuffing on Wednesday shorts. So my binder is not very fun. You might recognize it from when I was saving in candy at Stuff and Budget's sushi savings box, or sushi box, the sushi box, something that was a lot of fun. So boring binder, so sorry about that, but hopefully this spices it up a little bit. So you're going to receive the first 3 pages of your digital download have these like section cards on them, and the opening card here, like our title page, our front section. Nothing actually will get saved in here. This one is, unless you want to, I guess. This one can be for decoration, or we could put the appliance race in there, or you could put your money in here that you're going to be using to stuff each week. So the appliance race, should I actually do it in the back here? That's kind of fun. Nah, we'll just put it separate for now. This is going to go in the second, but I've also seen people put similar ones to this like in the back. So the appliance race, you can use this as a catch-all and or rotate these cards through. So you have 6 cards that relate to the appliance race. 4 of them are very specifically 1, 2, 3, and 4 that match here, and you'll just kind of color them in as you draw them and save that amount. Or here we have the roll a d4 die, or really roll whatever die you wanted to, or just pick your own amount to save in here, okay? But altogether, this page equals $50 if you're saving the 1, 2, 3, and 4 all the way up. And this is why when you add the top and bottom numbers together, this still is always just $50. So not 50 for the top, 50 for the bottom, it's always just 50. So that's how we get to the total of 700 here for adding. Okay, and I don't have these in any particular order. They've definitely gotten mixed up from when I was cutting them out. So I'm just gonna put them in here one at a time. We have 5 little items. Little, I mean, I guess, yes, they are technically little, but some of them are very big and pricey. Some of them are smaller, but 5 items on every card. We've got the laundry room, the refrigerator, a freezer, and then some different things you might keep in there. We have our dishwasher with an actual dishwasher and dish soap, scrubbing gloves, sponges and a dish drying rack. And hopefully, if you're buying the dishwasher, you're skipping over most of this. Sometimes here at our house, we hand wash our dishes and dry them, especially depending on what they are. But I'm so incredibly grateful that we have a dishwasher. Even though, surprising fact, our dishwasher we got on sale as like it had like a ding in the front or something, but unused at Home Depot, I believe, back in 2014 for $49.99. That's $49. How crazy is that? It is not fancy. It is actually not even very nice to look at, but you know what? It does its job pretty well, and it has lasted us over 10 years for 50 bucks. I have not seen a deal like that since, so we're definitely gonna have to save up if we ever replace it. For the kitchen section here, we've got an air fryer, an espresso machine, KitchenAid stand mixer. These are also pretty expensive. They run like 300 something even at Costco. So maybe you would save your top numbers or your bottom numbers here. A blender, which yes, you can also get these cheap, but if you're saving up for one of the fancy ones, those do get pretty pricey. And then, oh my gosh, we actually keep this next to our kitchen. And I know some people keep their like brooms and vacuums near the kitchen pantry or something, but we love our little robot vacuum, especially we do have one dog, and so that saves us so much time cleaning up. All right, next up we have the range. We've got our over-range hood, super modern and fancy looking, or an over-the-range microwave, induction cooktop, which we don't have, but I've seen these used and they look really cool. I love that they don't actually get like hot to the touch. Double wall oven, yes, in my dream kitchen we would have this. There's no way in our tiny little house in Hawaii we'll ever be able to, probably, but one day maybe. And then just a freestanding oven. This is probably more the standard, right, that we all have, at least in Hawaii. And then our final section here is the bathroom. So we have a mirror here, which yes, you can have just plain mirrors, but actually the design of the mirror makes a huge difference in the whole look of your room, right? And they do make those fancy backlit anti-fog mirrors. So that is something you definitely need to save up for. A bidet, if you haven't used a bidet, take some adjusting and some getting used to, but these are really awesome, especially when they come with a heated seat, which in Hawaii we don't really need quite as much, but on those cold winter days or even warm summer days, but you're inside and it's AC, so it's also cold, sitting on a warm toilet actually is not such a bad thing. And then we have a fancy tub here and water heaters, either solar or electric, or gas water heaters, those instant water heaters, amazing. But these things are pretty pricey, so they definitely take some saving up to purchase. All right, that is the end of our sections. And like I mentioned, oh, I didn't mention this yet, but you'll get 2 IOUs. I'll just stick these in the front here. Maybe how about here? Hopefully we will not need them, but they are here if we do. And let's see, what else do we have here? You're gonna get 3 pages, I believe, of little cards like this to cut out. And when you download it, the pages themselves don't look super cute, but I designed it so that it would be easier and have less cuts. So you'll see what I mean when you get to it. It's not super cutesy and rounded corners and all of that, but it is definitely more efficient when it comes to cutting them out. And in general, the cards are pretty mixed up by section. So yes, do shuffle, but it won't be the end of the world actually if you don't, because they should be mixed-ish already for you. The only thing that won't be mixed is the appliance race cards. And so I'm just going to kind of space these out here. Wait, I'm missing one. Oh, here it is. Okay, well, I'm just gonna like randomly shuffle these in. And I'm gonna have to go back. That was a pretty bad shuffle, I think. Okay, let's see. Yep. This is going to be so fun. I cannot wait to play. Let me just make sure this isn't, nope. All right, we've got our appliance race cards all mixed in. Woohoo, yay, we're ready to play. Okay, mahalo nui for being here, for checking this out. I think since this is my first time doing a challenge like this, I am also going to make a giveaway. Also my first time doing a giveaway. Okay, so how about if you comment below something with the word appliance, no hashtags. I don't know if that's still a thing where those are freaking out the comment algorithm, but let's just say appliance, comment something with the word appliance down below in the comments, and in, let's see, maybe next Wednesday's video, so not this first one that I'm going to do a stuffing of this, but my second one where we do a stuffing of this, I'll draw 2 winners. How about that? And then I'll have you message me over on Etsy and I will send you a free digital download for the Home Appliance Savings Challenge box. Yay! Mahalo nui for being here. I hope this turns out to be something that you love as much as me. I will see you in our shorts for stuffing of this video. Of this box. Aloha!